banning TikTok, because I feel like if he banned TikTok, you guys wouldn't be able to do your platforms that you're doing right now.
That's not true. So we both have followings on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, a couple other places too. So we definitely would still be able to do what we do now. But my response to that is, yeah, no, W fucking Trump, okay? TikTok good, all right? I love TikTok, right? I'm happy that he's breaking the law to save it by extending the legal by making illegal extensions on the ban for sure. But at the end of the day, still yet, right? I would prefer, right, the 66 million American women and girls that have now lost access to abortion because of Trump to have access to abortion compared to me having access to TikTok. I would prefer the 60 pregnant victims of rape that are denied access to abortion in 10 of our states today to have access to those life-saving abortions compared to me having access to TikTok, or, you know, like those 42 million low-income Americans having access to food stamps compared to me having access to TikTok. Those 10 million low-income Americans that he kicked off of Medicaid through the big beautiful bill having access to Medicaid compared to me having access to TikTok. But, like, you know, in summation, Joe, TikTok good.
Joe, you there, man? We can't hear you when you swipe out of the app, just letting you know. Courtney, thank you for the $12 on PayPal, by the way. Thank you so much, Courtney. Looks like Dean has won again.
Yeah, I need to pipe down here.
Looks like Dean Withers has won again, chat. Look at that. Let's go on the next individual, everybody. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria that I have. Hold up. Where the hell did my criteria go? There we go.
He did leave.
Criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Let's go on the next individual.
You can take the tinfoil hat off now.
Now we just see your the top of your forehead.
Yeah. My receding. Wait, my growing. Wait, no. My receding forehead and growing hairline. Yeah. I'm on pills now. My hair's coming back. That's fucking right.
This guy, bro.
No baldness for me. Finesse
Yo, what's the hell
for
you?
the win.
Okay, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Alrighty, yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 31.
Do you support Trump?
I absolutely do.
Okay. And if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Absolutely Donald Trump. Why the fuck would I change my vote?
Okay. Why do you support Donald Trump? Is there a way you can turn off the background noise?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, yo, just a second.
Double, I've talked to you before, right?
What?
I've talked to you, like, personally, I've talked to you before, right?
I don't know. I might have. Hey, yo.
Wait, Double, have you talked to Dean before?
Maybe. I think maybe.
Yeah, I remember you came up a while ago. I remember you actually kind of like flaming some people in the chat. Because there's people in the chat making fun of your voice, and then you were like, well, they wouldn't be making fun of my voice if I was a liberal. And you absolutely fucking grilled them. I remember you, because you absolutely fucking grilled the chat on my live a while ago. You caught a W last time that you were up on my stream.
Yeah,
I mean, like, honestly, about that situation, I may have so many times in my life, but me and my sister, or my sister's a Democrat, I'm a Republican, and we get along good. She sees my point of view, I see her point of view. And my point of view of is why I would never vote for Democrat. The thing that happened, the SNL segment where they reenacted the pharmaceutical guy after the medical emergency is absolutely terrible. absolutely terrible. And how could people even laugh at that?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely double. I would definitely think that's fucked up. Double. I do have one thing I'm gonna say. Since you already did talk to Donald Trump, or Donald Trump, that was crazy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Dean. I'm so sorry, man. I was gonna say since you already talked to Dean, I was gonna go on to the next person, but double. You are welcome to come up on my stream another time, specifically when it would just be me. I just want to make sure specifically that it's like people who haven't been on the stream who haven't talked to either of us, come up on the stream because that is one of my criteria.
Hey, for the people in my chat saying, for the people in the chat that says give the Spanish out, I don't have that benefit. Thank you very much, and I don't know why I would need them. I mean, I hate that we don't have PT, and I'm being honest. I know y'all are gonna criticize it. I'm gonna say this one thing about PT. I will never ever talk about bad about any government funding program because the same people that get fake things and the same people dogging them are probably the same people that has a 30-year mortgage at the bank taking our government in out from 2008.
Well, double A, again. I do really appreciate you coming up. You're welcome to come up. Like whenever Dean's not here. Because it sounds like that maybe we haven't debated before, but I do appreciate you coming up. I am just looking for people who have not specifically talked to either Dean or I specifically to come up and debate right now. I really appreciate you very much, though. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty, everyone. Let's go on to the next person here real quick. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Again, everyone, we are just looking for some debates, everyone. Alrighty, yo, what's up? How old are you? Alrighty, let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Oh. Can you guys hear me?
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
What's your birth year?
What's my birth year? May 23rd, 2006.
Okay. And if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Who would I vote for?
Yeah.
Trump.
Okay, for sure. By the way, everyone, for the people who are spamming my TikTok chat, please stop. I'll just start muting people if you don't. Don't do that. It blocks off the chat where you can't see anything else. Please don't do that. All right. So why do you support Trump?
Well, he just has a lot of great laws that I support. Unlike Kamala Harris, that doesn't have any laws I support. The only things that I really support from Joe Biden, he does like chocolate chip, and that is one of my favorite ice creams. And I've yet to hear Donald Trump release any statement about what ice cream he likes.
Okay.
And I'm kind of getting sick and tired of that shit.
He's strong.
But
okay.
Other than that, yeah, I'm all for Trump.
Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen.
Oh my God.
Hey, everyone, again, on the TikTok Live, if you continue to spam those flags in the comment section, I'm literally going to block your account. So please stop doing that right now because I don't want to have to block you. I literally will start blocking in probably about 15 to 20 seconds. So stop doing it, please, or you're going to get blocked. And you won't be able to watch the stream on that account. So
ban them.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 39.
Do you support Trump?
I damn sure don't support Kamala.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yeah, in this election, I do.
Okay. If you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
I would vote for Trump.
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
Because I don't believe men should be in women's bathrooms.
Okay, so then you must not support Donald Trump, who bragged about walking into the changing rooms of naked women while they're changing without their consent.
Yeah, yeah, you know, the first thought that comes to my mind when I think of an actual man literally going into a woman's private space to perv on the women in there would be Donald Trump boasting about doing
But
exactly
laws
that
are
to
being
Howard
passed
Stern.
for this to happen. You gotta understand, laws are being passed for this to happen. Now, there is laws being passed that if your daughter was sexually assaulted in school, the school is not entitled to notify the parents.
What?
Now,
What policy passed that? And also, by the way, I'm confused how that would be a Democratic policy. Democrats are advocating against Donald Trump, who was held civilly liable of sexual abuse.
so if a woman was sexually abused, do you think that person should be incarcerated?
Yeah,
So why isn't he incarcerated?
because of statute of limitations in New York that says after a certain amount of years that you can't try someone for sexual assault, regardless of the level of evidence.
So why wasn't he tried during that period?
Because it is the case that she didn't come out with the crime specifically until decades later, because it takes for many victims, decades to come out because of social pressures that exist, people who don't believe them, people who harass victims, especially when they come out against people like men who are in positions of power like Donald Trump.
Oh. Hmm. Wait a minute. These tacos are good. Wait a second. Now, understand that laws are being passed for this to happen.
Such as what laws?
Men being allowed in women's restroom. Men are participating in women's sports. Oh, and do we really have to mention the Michael curses?
Can you name one trans person dominating in women's sports right now?
It made it all the way to the Olympic stage.
Can you name one trans person that is dominating in women's sports right now?
I really don't care the name, though.
Okay.
But once it made it all the way to the Olympic stage, that's when it becomes a serious problem.
Go ahead, Dean.
But, huh?
Dean, go ahead.
First, can you stop chewing on live?
Dude, these tacos are good.
I don't doubt it, man. But you know, just come on, dude, come on. Okay. Now, second of all, here, okay, all right. You said that you really don't like the idea of men going into private women's only spaces. Well, we tried to bring up a point that you didn't really respond to. So, assuming that like some highly perverted man, right, did walk into a private woman's space to perv on the women in that space to look at them when they had no clothes on and consensually, what do you think should happen to that man?
Oh, I think women should definitely speak up.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you what should happen to a man if you know that he's done this.
Oh, yeah. He should get his ass kicked.
Okay. All right. So because you think that somebody who's done this should, you know, get their ass kicked, obviously, right, if a man, right, had done this, right, did like unconsensually barge into a woman's dressing room where there was like naked women and naked girls in the space to look at them with no clothes on, you would obviously like never vote for them to be president, right?
I only vote policies.
Oh, wait. So now in like one breath, right, seemingly you're acting as if you care, right, about like women's rights and sexual violence directed towards women and girls. But in another breath, you're seemingly telling us that you would be okay with a proven sexual exploiter serving as the president of America, right? So I just find it hard to believe that you care about trans women and women's sports if you don't care about a sexual abuser rapist in the Oval Office.
In the same breath, I stated that policies are being made of this.
Right, but so can I just get a yes or no to my question? Right, if a man, right, perved on the naked bodies of women and girls unconsensually, all right, and then boasted about it like it was a good thing, would you ever in a million years support them as president? Yes or no?
No.
Even if it was Trump?
Even if it was Biden.
Go ahead and roll that
In
clip.
the,
Go ahead and roll that clip, Parker.
and I'm an African American, by the way.
Give me 1 second. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go.
Mr. Trump, in my country, we say hello with vagina. And
well, you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting.
Right,
I want to make sure that
You're like
everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
Right. So you just told us that if Donald Trump had done this, then you would no longer support him as president. You just heard Donald Trump admitting to doing this. Therefore, you don't support Trump as president unless you're a spineless coward hypocrite that doesn't really care about, right, these moral virtues. And you are now going to contradict yourself. So which one is it?
Just because I support his policies doesn't mean I support his behavior.
Okay, well, no, the notion was, do you support him as president? And you said no.
I
Right?
support
You
his
said that you
policies.
would not support Donald Trump as president, and you would never in a billion years vote for him as president if he had boasted about sexually exploiting naked women and or naked girls. That is what you said, okay? Parker has the full ability to roll back the clip of the live stream, right, and replay your answer to said question, right, if you're going to act like that's not what you said, all right? But that is what you said. Don't try to twist shit, all right? You said you would
pretty
not
sure
support him as
that
president,
he
and you
would
would
make
not
sure
vote for
that
him
the
if
women
he had
are-
boasted about sexual exploitation, right, such as what he just did. So obviously, right, because you're a man of your word, you're now going to tell us that you no longer support Trump as president, right?
I support the policies.
Okay, so do you support him as president? Yes or no? Why are you being so unclear? Yes or no? Do you still support him as president?
I vote on policies.
Okay, so
It's
no,
not
yes,
about-
yes. But you just
not
told me,
about
you
identity
just told me,
politics.
sir, you just told me that if Donald Trump, right, had boasted about sexually exploiting naked women and or naked girls by looking at them unconsensually when they had no clothes on in their dressing rooms after barging in, right,
I would
you
not
would never
support-
vote for
I would
him.
not support him.
You would mystical. You would quote unquote. This is what you agreed to. Never vote for him in a million years. Do you affirm that is something that you agreed to or not?
I would never support him as president, but I would support his policies.
What?
You're still not answering to what I'm saying here. You said that if you knew Donald Trump had done this, you would never vote for him in a million years. You did say that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you regret your vote for Trump now that you've learned that he's done this?
No.
Okay, well, that's a contradiction. Because in one breath, you're saying that you agree to the notion that now that you know he's done this, you would never vote for him in a million years. But you disagree to the notion that you regret voting for him as president not even 10 months ago, right? Even though you now know he's done this. That would be contradictory.
Do you know Hunter Biden?
Do you know what a pivot is? Because it's what you're engaging in right now.
Have you ever seen Hunter Biden smoke crack?
Oh my
You
God.
can't say
Have you
them
ever
live. I
responded
have
to a
go on
point?
the next person. I've got to go on to the next person. You can't say that on the TikTok live.
Dude, oh my God.
We got to go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria that I have listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
19.
You're trolling.
No.
If you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Dude, he's trolling.
Donald Trump.
Okay.
Dude said "nah," and you believed him. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's funny.
Dude, I don't know. I trust people, I guess, sometimes. Maybe then you should stop. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
No, 723.
Do you support Trump?
I do support Trump.
If you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Probably have to go Trump
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
over and over again.
Why do you support Trump?
Well, I think there's a plethora of reasons. The first thing is typically, I think the housing market will eventually get lower. People can argue like tariffs, this and that, or whatever, but in general, I think it will get lower here soon. Um, Grocery prices, or they've gone. I've seen things about them going up or whatever, but that's like fine for now because it's because of a certain reason. So you just have to like think about
What's certain
actual
reasons?
things. Well, the government is shut down right now because the Democrats don't want like basically people who are here
Dean,
like
does this sound like that one troll? You know, like that
Let me
one
listen a
troll?
little bit more.
He's looking scared.
Hey, Tommy. Have you ever personally spoke to Jesus?
um I don't think so.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Dude, I think it is.
I don't
Tommy,
know.
am I
don't
right?
know.
Have
I
you
don't
talked
know.
to me
What do
before?
you? I don't think so. I don't think I've spoken to either of you,
You
but I've
don't
spoken to
think
Harry
so?
before. No, I've spoken to one of your friends, I think, or Chris or Harry.
I don't know. I believe him.
Okay, I guess. Oh, now you're believing. Okay, all right, go for it, man.
I'm confused. Wait, sorry.
You just sound like a person that's been on the stream that was trolling many times.
Okay.
Okay. It totally is. It totally is. It totally is. It totally is. It's totally the guy, dude. It's totally the guy, dude.
Dude, last time he joined my live, he fucking pissed on live.
Dude,
He pissed.
that's diabolical, man. That's actually diabolical. Yes, this is why, again, I just said it to myself. Stop trusting Parker. Please, stop.
Nah, man. Dude's been a legendary
Sarah,
troll
the
in
gym
the
guy.
lives for quite some time now.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
21.
Do you support Trump?
No, but I have a question.
Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you? For the people asking us to live battle, I don't know if Dean can do that today, man. I don't know if Dean can do that today.
Yeah,
We might have to do that here soon. I don't know if today is the day.
Yeah, I didn't go live today for a reason. I didn't go live today for a reason. Unless you just want to live battle with me in silence.
Yeah, a silent live battle. I don't think that's wanted. So we're gonna do that a different day here pretty soon though.
I could say let's go. Let's beat Parker. What about that?
Yo, it's up. How old are you? No, we need Dean at 100%. Yo, it's up. How old are you? Okay, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yo, Dean, didn't you used to support Trump?
How old are you?
Is that true, Dean?
Hey, Patty, how old are you?
I respect you, Dean. I respect you, my boy. That you left that orange.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the next individual.
I don't know how he's gonna end that sentence, but man, when I
was
supported
talking
Trump,
about the
I was
orange
like,
fuck, yeah. He's
15.
Yo, what's up, guys?
No, he was glad that you changed your mind. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm 19.
Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What's your birth year?
My birth year, 2005.
What month?
August.
Yeah, nice
Dude,
math.
that profile picture is so fucking silly.
It is.
Oh my god, there's still like random children believing that I threatened to be a Republican. Somebody in the chat just said, Dean threatened to be Republican. Oh my god. All right. You are so susceptible to propaganda. All right. It is kind of embarrassing. Okay. There's like a certain group of individuals on the left that like Oh my god, they give me secondhand embarrassment so much. Somebody like clipped me talking to Zoran and then him like having like a straight face when I was bringing up how Republicans are blaming him for 9/11. And then like there was like a certain faction of people on the left were like, "Oh, he's talking to Dean and he doesn't look happy. Oh, I'm so happy that he hates Dean." No, bro, he had a straight fucking face because I was talking about how Republicans were blaming him for one of the largest terrorist attacks on American soil. Jesus Christ. Anyways, go ahead.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 19.
What's your birth year?
2005.
What month?
December.
Okay. And if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Donald Trump.
Okay, why? Why do you support
Because of his policies. I completely understand the argument of his things he says and his personality of not being
Dean,
like,
what are your thoughts?
Yeah, Briley, you said that you're 19?
Yes.
Do you have a driver's license? I'm not going to ask to see it, just curious.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're driving on the road and there's a dotted yellow line next to a solid yellow line and you're on the side of the solid yellow line, what does that mean for you?
It's still a line.
Let me make it more specific. I'm gonna give you a second chance here. So you're driving in your car down a road, and in the middle of that road, right, there's a dotted yellow line next to a solid yellow line, and there's cars coming the other way on the other side of the dotted yellow line next to the solid yellow line. Okay? And you're driving the way next to the solid yellow line. What does that mean for you? And what does that mean for the cars driving in the other direction?
It's just a line? Like, what?
So if you're driving on the side with a dotted yellow line, what can you do?
No, two cars cannot drive the same way at each other. They would crash.
I don't think that. I think she's lying.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I'm just trying to stay on the better safe than sorry. If I'm wrong, I really apologize.
I don't think that you're wrong, because like she didn't even like seemingly know, right? Like what a dotted yellow line or a solid yellow line even meant, right? Like
Yo,
she
what's up, how
doesn't
old are
even
you?
have a driver's license.
I'm 19.
Do you support Trump?
I don't support him entirely.
Okay, well, I heard I don't support, and I clicked the end button. Yo, what's up? How old are
Yo,
you?
what's up? I'm 18.
What's your birth year?
2006.
What month?
August.
Dude, this math is atrocious. What is going on right now? Dude, what is up with all of the fetuses joining the stream right now?
Dude, all
it's
the
Sunday.
children, man.
There's so many fetuses, and they're all getting
dude.
their fucking age wrong, dude.
Wait, I actually gotta, while you're trying to find the next guest, I gotta shout out a quick show, all right? Y'all need to watch Pluribus, okay? It was just dropped by Vince Gilligan, same guy who made Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, right? First two episodes are out, and it's like fucking fire, okay? All right, homie's gonna go 3 for 3. Homie's gonna go 3 for 3.
Wait, what's it called again? I literally zoned out.
Pluribus.
And okay.
Yeah, it's by Vince Gilligan, same dude who did Better Call
What's
Saul
up,
and
Dean?
Breaking
You're
Bad.
a fucking nigger.
You're disgusting. You're
Definitely a Trump supporter, but I mean underage and spamming slurs, so you're banned, kid.
Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Is this your guest box, Dean? Is
Hello?
this just what you do every day? This is just like...
Yeah, this is
Yo,
this isn't this isn't too far off of what's normal.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
18.
Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your birth year?
2007.
What month?
May.
Okay, if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
I just think he has just like massive meat and just
big old meat, dude.
Dude,
Mr.
this is
Trump.
an incredible guest box so far. We've
I mean,
really gotten
listen.
some debates.
I mean,
Go on.
listen,
There's
just
almost
to stay
9,500 people on the
accurate,
TikTok stream, and we
just
can
to
hit the debate.
stay accurate, okay? Because we're looking for accuracy here. Stormy Daniels did say Donald Trump has a tiny penis.
Am I muted?
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 18.
Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
Okay. What month were you born?
August 16th, 2007.
Okay. And if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who'd you rather vote for?
I couldn't vote, but Trump.
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
I don't have a list of reasons. I just like him more.
Why?
I guess like just watching his debates, I just like it more. I enjoy watching him more.
Why?
More entertaining.
More entertaining? You like Trump because he's
Yeah.
more entertaining?
Yeah.
So you don't look at policy, you don't look at his character,
Wait,
just because
is
to you
politics
he's more entertaining.
supposed to be entertaining?
No, and it's supposed to be for the betterment of the country.
Right. When politics is entertaining, there's usually like something like real broken. Okay, right. The day when politics is boring and dry as hell,
It's probably for the better.
There's a day that we're probably doing all right.
Yeah, you're right.
So you don't support Trump anymore?
I guess, yeah, I didn't have a great reason.
Okay, so you don't support Trump, right?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't vote for him again if he could run, but...
Okay. Wow. W's. Alrighty, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Look at that. Mind changed. Boom. Next. Let's go to the next individual. W's.
Dude, we're about to break 10K people. Let's go.
I know, right?
Let's go.
It's you turning on your live status.
Dude, we got the crew, dude.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Got the crew.
29.
Do you support Trump?
I'm 29.
And do you support Donald Trump?
I'm 29.
Bro.
I'm just messing. I love you guys. Have a good one.
YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen.
Yo, Claudia, thank you. Go ahead.
18.
Do you support Trump?
You support Trump?
Yes, I do.
What's your birth year?
2007.
What month?
September.
Go ahead.
I got two people to thank real quick. Thank you so much for the $20.
First off,
thank you for the $20 over on Venmo, Claudia. Claudia with a $20 says, I hope you feel better soon. I highly recommend some lemon ginger tea and some honey. Keep cooking, people. Much love. All the love to you, Claudia. Thank you so much for the $20.
First off, I want to talk about.
Hey, buddy, pipe down, kid. Two more thank yous. Thank you so much for the love, Claudia. And then Keegan, thank you so much for the $10 over on PayPal. Thank you so much for love, Keegan. And I read your message. You're unequivocally wrong, but thank you for the $10. Go ahead, David.
Linda, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $20 on Venmo. Thank you so much. Really, I really appreciate
All right, first off, I want to talk about the Epstein file since you guys.
NECA, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $5. Thank you. Tegan, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $10. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let me make sure I caught Emily. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the $10 as well. Thank you. Alrighty, I think let me make sure I'm fully caught up.
Yo, chat saying the rage bait. Jay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of rage baiting tonight. But listen, I'm still gonna make some productive points. Right, we're here to change minds. But I guess I'm feeling a little bit more goofy than usual.
Maybe
David, go ahead.
Elevation is necessary.
Yeah,
Adri, thank you so much for the $5. Perwinkle, thank you so much for the $2. Hex, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $10. Thank you. Elena, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $10 as well. Unfortunate, thank you so much for the 10. And then Tara, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you. I think I'm fully caught up.
Go ahead, David.
All right, so first off, I want to talk about is you guys love talking about the Epstein files, but when Biden and Kamala were president, they never made any attempts to release the files. At the end
they
of
released
October,
Trumping on the flight log 7 different times.
and also in October, Trump tried to release the Epstein files, and the judge declined them. So what do you think about that?
It's also a false statement. So what,
No.
what Donald Trump wanted to release was selected by him, selected testimony from specifically Epstein's grand jury. Okay, so what could have been released would have included no information about any Epstein associate, but only the relevant information that led to his specific convictions, right? And, right, he would have personally selected the relevant parts for release from those files. And the reason why it failed is because the judge ruled it is like illegal to release. So you're wrong, buddy.
Okay, and next, why don't you talk about migration and all you supporters that say like Trump is so bad for deporting people when like people like Barack Obama, they deported way more people, and like they're not talking about that. Like why do you
Trump's
bring this up?
proportionally going to deport more, alongside the fact that Donald Trump is engaging in less due process comparative to Barack Obama. Donald Trump has expanded expedited removal to everyone within the country who's been in the country for at least within 2 years. Specifically, who came in the country undocumented, and the expedited removal process does not specifically allow for them to hold due process. Whereas specifically prior under Obama, it was everyone specifically within 2 weeks of being here, or that is within 100 miles of a border.
All right, and then let's talk about how the Republicans generally they care more about the economy. Like Democrats, their goals are less centered on that. They're more centered on other things that aren't really as important. More like,
oh my God, you're so
like
fucking
what?
silly. You're so fucking silly. Real quick, if the Republicans cared more about the economy, then why has every single fact of the economy gotten significantly worse within the last 10 months? Not only did we have negative GDP growth in Q1, but today we had a Trump official speak out and say that we're likely to have negative GDP growth in Q4. Not to mention investment into manufacturing has plummeted. Not to mention that unemployment has gone up. Last month, we literally got the worst job report that we've received since 2003. Motherfucker, right? Where our economy lost 156,000 jobs. All right, and you're gonna sit here and tell me that Republicans care more about the economy? No, you've just been victim to propaganda. But that's what we're here to discuss. The economy performs significantly better under Democrats because the Democrats come with sensible policy to benefit the average everyday American. Meanwhile, Trump has came with unsensible policy to serve as a detriment to low-income Americans, right, while benefiting him and his rich buddies.
where are all your sources for this information? Because I know you guys like to talk about all these things, but you don't like actually back them up with like real information.
I got you. So my source that investment into American manufacturing has plummeted would be from the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. Data pointed from the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis. You could find this by going to Google and typing in FRED, real fixed private investment into manufacturing. My source that we lost 153,000 jobs last month would be the Bureau of Labor Statistics. My source that unemployment has gone up would also be the Bureau of Labor Statistics. My source that GDP went down in the first quarter would be the Atlanta Fed and the Federal Reserve as a whole. Then my source that a Trump official has said that the GDP is going to go down in the fourth quarter of this year would be, I mean, like any mainstream news outlet, they all reported on that today. And then what else did I say? My source for what else did you want?
No, I mean that's kind of it. But I want to ask you another question. The Democrats do not want to keep the government open. They want to make the Republicans look as bad as they can, and they say they have the Senate. They say they have the Senate, House of Representatives, all of that. But like the Republicans are trying to open.
Do you know what happened today, David?
No, yeah, what happened today? They're trying to open it up.
Okay, so then what you're saying is stupid then.
No, but I'm saying the last 40 days, like the Republicans.
Unfortunately, right, the Democrats lost their spines and voted to open up the government. Now, I actually agree with all the Democrats that voted to not open the government.
Why? Because you want healthcare to illegal aliens?
What?
Well, I mean, actually, that's illegal under the Personal Work Order and Responsibility Act in 1996. You're uneducated. I want healthcare for everyday American citizens, right? And when the Republicans ultimately get their way, right, the ACA subsidies are going to expire, and guess what? The premiums for the ACA and Medicaid are expected to go up by 75%, right? The average family in Maine on Medicaid is expected to spend an additional $16,000, right, in premiums next year, okay? Republicans proposed unsensible legislation that would have fucked over 55 million of us, and you're going to tell me that you condemn the people that attempted to prevent them from achieving that goal, you have everything so backwards, okay? Every single Democrat that is held out from voting for the Republicans' funding bill is a goddamn patriot that actually cares about this country, unlike the cryptic Republicans that only care about the top 1%.
Yo, you're honestly just like mumbling right now, bro. Like I don't even know what you're even talking about. Like,
I'm not mumbling. My voice is a little bit shot, but I'm not
You're just
mumbling.
not tracking, buddy. You're just not tracking.
And why don't you look at other countries that have the best illegal migration policies that are thriving, and aren't, and like the UK, there are issues right now. Like their migration issue is so bad that everyone is coming in.
I have a question here, David.
a lot of crime.
Name one way an undocumented immigrant coming to our country, undocumented, who has not committed a violent crime or bad crime, is harming you. Name one way, materially.
They actually have. They're stealing jobs from hardworking Americans and the people that apply.
I can send you a study from the National Bureau of Economic Research that indicates specifically for people who are already in the country, who are U.S. citizens, their employment goes up when immigration comes into our country, along with the fact that wages go up, alongside the fact that we see a GDP increase.
Yeah, but they commit more crime, and
they actually. I can send you multiple studies that indicate they commit a multiple time lower rate of violent crime, drug crime, property crime in the country compared to natural born U.S. citizens. So, are you just going to make up lies every time you don't have any information to say that they shouldn't be allowed in the country?
Yes, because there's actually more legal people in America, and of course they're going to make more crimes because there's less illegal.
We're talking about per capita. We took into account population. Already thought about that, bud.
And why do Democrats want like transgender?
Don't go. But trans people, once Parker cooks your ass, okay, go ahead and respond to him, you fraud.
No, that's not true.
Oh, you're just gonna deny reality because it doesn't coincide with your bias? Real smart of you, pal. Dude, I need to calm down a little bit. Sorry, guys.
Yo, Dean, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
I don't know if you guys could tell. I'm a little pissed off that the Democrats voted to not extend the ACA premiums tonight. I've been going fucking crazy. I've been telling the Democrats that voted for it to resign in shame on Twitter. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been pissed. Sorry.
Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Wait, is this the same guy? No, it's a different David. Oops. Smith, thank you so much for the $4.20. Thank you so much. Maze as well with the $4.20. Yes, I will. I got you. That's a bit too many blinkers. Dennis, thank you for the $5.
Linda, thank you so much for the $20 over on Venmo, who says, feel better, Dean. Thank you so much for the love, Linda. I'm not going to lie. I'm sick of being sick. It's been like a week now. I'm starting to get pissed. Does anybody else out there like hate being sick so much that it pisses you off when you are?
That's me.
Yeah, but thank you for the love, Linda.
Bro, I literally can't think right now, bro. This is so annoying. I can't think. Like, I'll be on the live. It's actually horrible. It's atrocious to be able to try to think and when you're super sick.
Yeah, and also losing your voice when you run a talk show. Oh, dude.
Oh, dude, it's brutal.
God.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Brutal.
Alrighty, let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Oh, okay. Alrighty, let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello, I'm 24.
Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
If you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
I would vote for him both times. He got elected.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
Well, I think the other side is worse, so.
How so?
Too progressive, too liberal.
How are we too progressive and liberal?
Well, you mean you as in Kamala or?
Kamala or me?
It's just going a little too far left, so.
In what way?
What do you think?
What do you think? Specific?
Yeah, what do you think Kamala Harris went too far left on?
Well, I think
some of her
keeping
biggest ops were leftists, man. I think that
like
this
who?
is just a low IQ take.
Wait, who though?
Like almost every leftist ever.
Can you name one?
Yeah, for sure. A woman by the name of Athena. Just first person that comes to my head. Didn't like her policy. I'm not a leftist, but I didn't like some of her policy.
Yeah, so I'm allowed to like I'm allowed to not like some of Trump's policies, but he's still better to me than the other side.
Okay, right. That's kind of implied by the fact
Can
that
you
you're here
be
debating us.
specific?
So keeping conservative traditional family values, that's something that's important.
Really, traditional family values and cheating on every single one of your wives, and having like literally multiple different divorces.
Oh yeah. Do you think men are? Well, I'll let you respond to Parker first. I'm sorry.
Wait, go ahead. I want to hear what
Is
you
that
said.
no? Tell me, is that a traditional family structure?
No,
Okay, is that traditional family values?
it's not correct, but
No. So then, why would you say that Donald Trump upholds family and traditional values to a greater extent?
well, his party does, not him.
In what way?
Can I?
Go ahead.
Well, Republicans value family values.
You can't say how. Go ahead, Dean.
No, Democrats. Okay, Democrats.
So the traditional family structure, would you say that would include the man leading and working and protecting, providing, the woman like staying at home, cooking, cleaning, raising the kids?
No, I mean she's not a slave, but there should be some dynamic where, yeah, the man has a more forward presence.
So do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I mean, there's a long history of men leading. Compared to,
Wait,
I
do
didn't
you
ask you
think
if
that
there's a
men
long
are better
history.
at leading than women? Yes or no?
Yeah, I didn't ask you if there's a long history.
Of course they are.
Leading. Okay, could you give a reason why? Why are men better at leading than women? Let's hear it.
because violence is the underlying pressure, you know?
Oh, so I
What?
mean that was an incoherent statement. But are you saying that men are better at leading than women because they're more violent?
Because if the violence comes into the picture, men can handle themselves more.
So wait, I'm now
Who's
confused
more
on what
likely
you're
to
saying.
commit that violence?
You're
Men.
okay. Well, okay. Well, I'll let you go, Parker. But then I want to be able to run a
No, go
dialogue
ahead.
train a bit.
Go ahead.
No. If you want to finish that point,
No, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So you think that men are better at leading than women, because you think that they're better equipped to deal with violence?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
What woman has led an empire or a, you know?
Oh, okay.
None.
Well, now you're saying that you think that men are better at leading than women because you can't think of too many examples in history of women leading. Well, first and foremost, the reason why you can't think of too many examples of women in history leading is because you're uneducated. For instance, right now, right, Japan it's not an actual empire, but they call themselves an empire, and right now their prime minister is a woman. So technically, that's a woman leading an empire.
But she's a
And not
puppet.
to
She's not even
mention the great female leaders that we see all around the world, like the president of India, Queen Elizabeth II, Queen Elizabeth I, or the last PM of Germany, the current president of Mexico, and Iceland, and a handful of others. But if you're just saying that you think that men are better at leading than women, because it is the case, you could think of more leaders throughout history that have been men. Okay, well, before Obama served as a president of the United States of America, right, we'd only had presidents that were white. What would you respond to a very racist person in 2007 who said that white people are better at leading than black people because we've never had a black president?
I would say they're wrong.
Okay, so you think that it's wrong to assume just because one demographic is more predominant within a position of leadership, it makes them better at it. Therefore, you just disputed your own logic. Thank you for cooking yourself.
I mean, that was a decent point. Okay.
All right. So, do you have any other reasons insofar as why you think that men are better at leading than women? We could go through them all with you, my friend.
Can you tell me why women are as good as men? How about that?
Because I'd say that there's no relevant distinctions between men and women that would make men better at leadership. If anything, right, I would say that there's some relevant distinctions that might possibly make women better at leading on average. However, I would not use gender as a relevant indicator of leadership ability. But the reason I'd say that possibly women are better at leading on average has to do with their emotional regulation when compared to men. Okay, right? Men commit 90% of violent crimes for a reason. Men are more likely to drunk drive for a reason. Men are more likely to recklessly drive for a reason. Men are more likely to yourself unalive for a reason. Men are more likely to abuse hard drugs as an unhealthy coping mechanism to deal with unprocessed emotions compared to going to therapy for a reason. Men are more likely to perform worse in school for a reason. And men are more likely to perform worse under stressful conditions when compared to women for a reason. That reason being that women are biologically predisposed to be able to deal with pain and manage stress better compared to men because of the thicker spines that they have on their dendrites in the context of their neuroanatomy that evolution gave them to deal with childbirth. Not saying that they have to give childbirth, birth to children, but simply saying because they can, right? Evolution gave them a better pain and stress management level.
Okay, so you guys are professional debaters. I get it, but okay. So are you saying that men and women can do everything equally, and there should be no comparative difference? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, obviously, men and women don't do everything equally, like violent crime, right? But like, I mean, what my argument would be is that there's no relevant differences between men and women that make men better at leading.
Okay, so just the leading. Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, so why have
could you give us examples of things that men specifically do or men have that make them better leaders?
Can I respond with a question?
Sure.
So why, after the 19th Amendment, all the rights women were granted?
Oh, no.
Can I complete my question? In
Sorry,
the
I'll
United
mute
States,
myself.
why have depression rates for women like skyrocketed since then? Aren't they supposed to be
Because
happier?
we have a better ability of being able to diagnose that. Same things happened for men, dude. We have a better ability
I'm
now
talking
to
about
diagnose
exclusively
it.
for women,
You
though.
think that now we don't have a better ability to diagnose depression comparative to in the past?
So it's just that. It's just the.
That
It's
yeah,
just
that
we
is
can
that is
measure better.
literally the main reason. Yes.
Also, just like another thing, I would love to point this out real quick. Today, in 2025, right, we know more about male pattern baldness than we do about the female anatomy. Okay? So 100 years ago, in 1920, where do you think we were with being able to identify and attribute something such as depression, right, to the behaviors and activity of women?
So you would probably say the same thing for the rise in trans cases. We just can,
What?
now we're like exponentially.
We have a greater ability of specifically diagnosing people in plenty of circumstances in terms of the situations of depression. And then for this situation, this is not related to that. This is specifically that people are more accepted in coming out.
And you don't think there's any trend that people, like some lost kids, are just attaching themselves to have some kind of identity,
I think that there are plenty of other things specifically that they would engage in if that was the case, specifically that are not related to being trans, that specifically would come with significantly less societal stigma.
I think Dean's pulling up some data for me.
Oh, wait, so no, my mic cut out. I don't even know what you asked. But I was just going to say, right, like even in medicine, like as I was just talking about in like the 1920s, right, every point that Parker's bringing up right now is valid, by the way. But holy shit, dude, right, like in the 1920s, the 19th century, like early to mid 20th century, like women were so fucking like marginalized within medicine. It was like insane, right? Like doctors kind of looked at women as being sickly and irrational by nature. If they were treated at all, which often would require the consent of their husband, they were just kind of treated with this paternalistic attitude, and so on and so forth. And of course, right, these things are still true today. However, right, in the 19th and 20th century, right, it was just prevalent to such like an insanely higher degree, to the extent where like if a woman was sad, right, that was just kind of the expectation. Go to the pharmacy and buy some Quaaludes. Not should I probably go see if I have depression or like anxiety. You know what I mean?
So I'm sure that was true for like Black Americans as well before, but what's the greater point you're making?
I think the greater point that I'm making, right, is that there's still medical marginalization that exists in this world, and more specifically in the United States of America for women today. However, it is something that has existed at significantly higher extents in the past, right, which have led to like an under level of diagnosis of like depression within women.
So instead of, okay, even if Trump doesn't promote family values, you would rather like the left side where just popping abortion pills and sleeping around and there's no family. I mean, the family is deteriorating in the West.
Actually, being pro-choice is being pro-family.
How?
Yeah, you understand
because
that
we see
people
better.
don't- Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was like, it is the case that people have more children, specifically in the long run, if you allow them to plan their particular when they have children. Along with specifically, it makes us better off economically speaking. So actually, increasing access to freedom and choice specifically is beneficial within all of those respects.
Right. And then there's also many other ways that the right is incredibly anti-family, like for instance, right? Like I bet you probably don't think that like gay couples should be able to adopt, right? You think that like two gay parents would be like bad parents.
I mean, I never said that, but okay.
Well, I said I bet, right? I didn't say I know, I said I bet.
Okay.
Am I right or am I wrong?
I have no opinion on that.
So do you think that like gay individuals are like worse at being parents than straight individuals?
No.
No, okay. Well, like many individuals on the right do, right? That's a very predominant belief, and that's also anti-family, right? Because from the data we know that families with two like gay parents have the same parental outcomes, if not in some scenarios better than families with like parents of opposite sexes, right? And because there's so much stigmatization surrounding right gay individuals on the right and surrounding gay parents on the right, this leads to like the marginalization of perfectly good and healthy families. Right, which in turn would also therefore hurt their children, and then also like the lack of social safety nets that the right promotes, right? Like wanting to get rid of food stamps, Medicaid, Medicare, so on and so forth. That hurts families, right? I mean, Donald Trump just went on like a 2-week battle, right? Like fighting with the courts, arguing that he shouldn't have to pay out food stamp benefits to 42 million Americans, including 13 million American children.
Well, if I can move to another point, that's fine. Another reason I like Trump is America already gets involved in all other countries' affairs, so at least he's trying to create peace in the different parts of the world. Is that not a okay point?
Sorry, wait, I zoned out. Sorry,
Oh,
what was the question?
I said America gets involved in countries' affairs regardless, so at least Trump is trying to make peace in these.
No, dude, he's
different parts of
definitely
the world.
not trying to make peace. He's literally been bombing countries around the entire world. He's bombed multiple boats specifically off the coast of Venezuela, which has specifically led to over 60 deaths, where there's absolutely no evidence that they've given to Congress specifically that they have had access to drugs. Yet Donald Trump is still engaged in that, right? So that's not engaging in peacetime actions. That's engaging in war and conflict.
So even though Kamala would still fund the genocide in Palestine, for example, you guys are fine with this, or do you also criticize her on that?
We criticize the Democratic Party specifically for funding that, right? But it is the case that we can point to the fact that Donald Trump is significantly worse as it relates to that, and plenty of other foreign policy issues, along with practically every domestic policy issue. So we have to be able to acknowledge the distinction between the Democrats and the Republicans, and acknowledge that Republicans are significantly worse, like Donald Trump.
And is that because like they're what's the word? Evangelicals?
What? Restate that?
Is that why they support them more? Is what you're saying? 'Cause, like Israel, because they're evangel. I can't say the word, but the
actually,
Christian.
Netanyahu considers Donald Trump like Israel's greatest ally in the Oval Office ever.
I mean, that's his weakest point for me is him bending over for Netanyahu.
Okay.
For me, that's his weakest point.
I mean, you can also point to the fact that he was held civilly liable of sexual abuse. You can also point to the fact that he incited a violent insurrection at the Capitol and pardoned violent rioters. He beat police officers and he called them patriots. You can also point to the fact that he said he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years. You can also point to the fact that he bragged about walking into the changing rooms of naked women while they're changing without their consent, where an 18-year-old came out and said there was 4 girls as young as 15 years old in these changing rooms and Donald Trump would barge in. Let alone the trade wars caused around the entire world, let alone the specific anti-science claims from his administration claiming that the climate change is a hoax specifically, and that Tylenol usage during pregnancy causes autism, even though there's a study indicating no association after taking into account genetics in siblings.
Okay, I mean, yeah, he is kind of a pervert, yes, but
kinda
not but but also in the insurrection, you say, I mean, they did find supposedly like FBI agents were pretending to be civilians as well. It's not like fully innocent civilians that marched on the Capitol.
Guess what? First and foremost, it was Trump's FBI. Second of all, Donald Trump's appointee is the director of FBI, Kash Patel, went on Fox News the day after Donald Trump made that claim and said it wasn't true.
Yeah, but there's leaks that...
No, there's not leaks. There's just a statement made by Trump.
So you believe every single person there at the insurrection was Trump supporters, like genuine Trump supporters?
I believe that you believe the baseless word of mouth of Trump, right? Even when it is the case that his own FBI director has contradicted a statement.
And yeah, why did Trump pardon liberals that were specifically there to cause division? Why would Trump do that?
No. He didn't pardon any FBI agents, but
So
they were there.
all of the people that he pardoned were conservatives, correct?
Yes, but they were
Okay,
there
so if all the
starting
people he
problem.
pardoned were conservatives, the violent rioters who beat police officers, who he called patriots, right? Those people specifically were also conservatives, Trump supporters, and they were specifically pardoned by Donald Trump, indicating that he condones that behavior.
I mean, I'm not tinfoil hatting whatever the chat's saying, but there's reports on FBI agents being there, and they were stirring the pot.
Trump's
There's
FBI.
not. I'm so sorry, man. There's just simply not any
Okay, so it's
evidence
not true. I
that
mean,
there was
okay, maybe I read
plainclothes
something
FBI
wrong.
agents stirring the pot. That's just fake news, dude. Give me the report. Give it to me.
Okay, I mean, maybe that was fake, but
God, all that it takes for you to roll over is to ask for evidence? Jesus, man.
no, I mean, I'm saying maybe it is. I mean, I have to dig into it, but
Then dig
trust
into
me, bro.
Yeah. Yo, over on PayPal, Megan, thank you so much for the $15 on PayPal. And happy 20th birthday. Dude, I need everybody watching to wish a very happy birthday to Megan. Down below in that chat as well as Joanne with a
Yes,
$10.
happy
She
birthday,
says,
Megan.
I've loved watching your debates recently, and it's helped me really get into debating myself. Let's fucking go, Joanne. And then Kelvin, thank you so much for the $1 over on PayPal. And Kelvin with the $5 as well, saying don't read out loud. I'm actually going to read it out loud. Parker allows guests to pivot too often.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah. Then Yeshua, thank you for the $2 and the 50 cents. Shayana, thank you so much for the $3. And Brittany with the $5. And then Keegan, thank you so much for the $10. I don't know if it's too often. I definitely will say sometimes I watch you, Parker, and I'm like, dang, you let him get away. Let him get away. But
Dude,
it's
I feel like
honestly
I'm
like pretty
constantly
hard.
getting people to try to answer that. I feel
Dude,
like
but it's
that's
so
always.
hard. It's almost like an unwinnable game, right? Because of like how frequently the Trump supporters will try to pivot.
Can I ask you guys about like Mamdani, like your views on him?
Okay, I said thank
I
you
don't
to a
know
few
how that
people
would
first.
relate to a conversation about Trump.
Well,
Danielle, thank you
relates.
so much. I really appreciate the $11. Thank you so much. Ashley with the $5. Thank you. Emily, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I definitely will. Thank you so much, Emily. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And then Megan as well. Thank you so much. Happy birthday. As well as Zhang, thank you so much for the $25. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
I mean, it's
Kyle,
not-
thank you for the $14 as well. Thank you. They said who was president on January 6, 2021. Emily, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I mean, it's not a pivot. It's not a pivot if he's big, his Trump's biggest opponent right now. He's like Mamdani.
Well, he's not his opponent.
Well,
Yeah,
I
what are
mean,
you
someone
talking
that's
about?
speaking against him in that sense, he is.
The question that we're asking here is why do you support Trump?
Because he's
how
better.
does
He's
that,
better than the other side. Okay, we can get.
How does that conceptually relate to our thoughts on Zohran Mamdani
Okay,
whatsoever?
you can ignore that, but because he's better than the other side. That's why. I mean, you guys made a profession out of
How
this,
is-
you know,
How is Donald Trump
Dumbass.
better than Kamala Harris?
Sorry.
because he's a man and he's not a woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then you want to debate on that
Yeah.
one? Why is he a
Yes.
better leader just because he's a man?
Wait, we already went over this.
Yeah, we
This
already
guy
did
got,
this.
this
Oh, actually,
guy
then
got
I'll ask him
fucking
this. I'll ask him
grilled.
my question here. If Donald Trump and Kamala Harris swapped bodies, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris's body, and Kamala Harris and Donald Trump's body, who would you vote for?
The man.
Oh, so you would vote for Kamala Harris and Donald Trump's body?
Yeah, if she was a man.
Okay, so by the way, it has nothing to do with the characteristics they have, has nothing to do with the policies they advocate for, has 100% to do with their biology. That just tells us you don't actually have a basis for them being a better leader. You're just saying because they have male biology, right? It is the case that they're a better leader. That's an incoherent argument. That's not predicated
So-
off of any
Wait,
actual
I-
leadership qualities or characteristics or policies that
let me
would lead a
respond,
country
dude.
towards like a better situation.
Question.
Question. There's women that only
question.
vote for Kamala because she's a woman.
Question.
How is that not equal?
Question. Who are you taking for supreme leader of the world? Mother Mary or Hitler?
Wait, who?
Mother Mary or Hitler? Supreme leader of
Who's-
the world. Who you got?
I mean, I'm not Christian, so I don't care. But
Your
No,
mom
no, not
or
neither,
Hitler?
neither.
Your mom or Hitler?
neither.
Neither. Your mom. Your mom.
I don't want her.
You
to
would
be
pick. You
supreme
would pick
leader.
neither. I'm sorry. You would pick neither. How about if you're the deciding vote? Your mom or Hitler? Who would you vote for in a presidential election?
What happens if I opt out?
What do you mean opt out? That's not
Then it-
possible. That's impossible.
So if you don't vote, then Hitler wins by default.
Yeah.
I would vote for my mom in that case.
Okay. Okay. So now you
I mean,
vote
I'm
for your
not-
mom. Why did we have to interrogate that out of you? That's
I'm
fucking
not a
nuts.
Nazi.
We had to interrogate out of you that you would pick your mom for president over Hitler.
Well, she doesn't want to be president. That's the point. She wants to be an at-home
But
mother.
who you understand that who is a better option given that it's necessary one or the other?
Then obviously her. I mean, I'm not going to pick Hitler.
Yeah. Okay, well then I don't even know why you were questioning it earlier and saying that you would not even vote in that circumstance.
Obviously, I'm messing
So
around a
obviously
little
you
bit.
wouldn't just vote for someone because they're a man, right?
So the woman that want to vote for Kamala because she's a woman, how is that not equal?
What?
There's females that only want to pick her
women.
just because they want. Yeah, because
There's
they want to
women
have
who are
first.
also misogynistic does not justify you being misogynistic. What are you saying?
No, I'm saying they want the first female president, the first woman president.
Oh, you're saying people who
I have a question. Do you think the women that like only voted for Kamala Harris because she was a woman are like stupid?
No.
Of course you do, considering the fact that you think men are better at leading than women.
That's not. No,
I'm saying would you say that they're wrong?
No.
You wouldn't say that they're wrong? How could, dude? Okay, what?
So wait, so
what the fuck?
If I'm a man, I don't want to vote for the man.
Wait. So you'd affirm, right, that a woman, that as a Trump supporter, that's very misogynistic, and you think that men are
I'm not
better leading than women.
misogynistic.
Yes, you are. You'd affirm that a woman only voting for Kamala Harris as a misogynistic Trump supporter, that only voted for her because she is a woman as well, you'd affirm that that is a valid and sound line of thought.
But there's those that do it. So
can you answer my question? Is it a
reasonable
valid and sound line of
thing to
thought?
do? Is it
Is
reasonable?
reasonable?
I mean, you should look at their policies too, obviously.
Oh, so so it's unreasonable?
Wait, by the way, he just said that he would vote for Kamala Harris in Donald Trump's body, meaning he didn't even look at the policies because the policies, right, were Kamala Harris's policies over Donald Trump's policies in that circumstance.
This is what we're getting around to, right? You think that it's unreasonable for a woman to only support Kamala Harris because she's also a woman. Therefore, because you're the one that said that this is the same thing as you only supporting Trump because he's a man, you're calling your own position unreasonable, you fucking idiot.
Well, along with his policies, but sure.
Thank you for the concession.
Sure. W's in the chat for Dean.
Okay. Like, do you accept the L? Is that what you're doing there?
I mean, you guys give yourself W's anyways, so.
I mean, we give ourselves W's by giving good arguments out, right?
Well, you make hundreds of thousands of dollars through gifts and stuff, so yeah, you win at the end.
Bro, what type of pivot was that, bro?
Oh, it's a pivot.
Now, dude, what type of relevance did that have? Pal, thank you for the $14 on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much. Jill with the $5. Thank you. Talia, thank you for the $3. Amy, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much.
For
Lindsay,
everybody.
thank you for the 5. Garrett with the 5. Tegan with the 1. Sorry, go.
For everybody listening in right now, I'm going to need at least $100,000 minimum directed towards my Venmo and my
You make
PayPal.
more than that.
Yeah, directly every single one of them.
Oh, buddy,
Both of us.
that's why I said minimum, pal. That's why I said minimum, pal. Directed towards the Venmo and the PayPal and the link tree in the bio right now. Quite frankly, 100K. Okay, I need a new golden watch. Need a new golden watch. Quite frankly.
At least you're capitalist.
What was the
The
what
fact
was the
that
point
you
of
think
it? Was
I'm
that
being
like
serious is
aren't
crazy.
you a Trump supporter? You're also a capitalist, right?
No, I'm saying at least you guys are, and you're not that far left.
Okay, so we're liberals. Okay, what's your point with that? I
Well, there's
wasn't
no
sure
problem
if he
with it.
used it in a negative connotation or a positive connotation.
Yeah, I don't know.
It sounded like
I
it was a
don't know.
negative
It
connotation.
was kind of sarcastic.
Hey, Mary, thank you so much for the small loan of $15. Thank you so much for the love, Mary, over on Venmo. Show some love to Mary down below in that chat. Thank you so much.
Jillian, thank you for the $1 for the 100K. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Jill, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, dono goal, 100K right now. Next hour. Begathon, Kai Cenat 2.0.
Any questions? Or
And sleeping, thank you so much for the $20 on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Are you
Dean?
going to respond at all? Is that it? Are you done?
No, I mean, Dean has a grin. I want to hear his question.
I'm just laughing at you because you're fucking silly.
Yeah, like why'd you just randomly bring that up in the middle of the conversation?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying because you guys have a profession. You guys are good at debating. You can destroy me in a debate.
Thank you. You know what? I didn't know that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you telling me that.
Yeah, so you can debate a random person on TikTok live, but
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
yeah, that's why I said W's in the chat. I'm just
Brian, thank you so much for the $10 over on PayPal towards.
Do you have any like
Thank you so
influencer
much.
Trump
And
supporters
then
we should
Alexander,
debate?
thank you as well.
Who do
I
you want
know a
us to
few people in
debate?
DC.
People in DC, tell them. I'll do an in-person debate with them. Let me know. In-person debate. If they're a Trump supporter, they want to debate, I'll debate anyone.
So you come to DC?
Do I have to come to DC? Jeez.
Dude, I went to DC to debate a Trump supporter like 2 weeks ago.
And how'd that go?
Fucking fried her ass.
Is that on YouTube or something? I want to see it.
CBS hasn't posted it yet.
It was on CBS?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tellers, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $20. This is to piss him off. Thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much. Audrey, thank you for the $5. Thank you. I really
I'm
appreciate
really pissed off.
Mel with the $2. Thank you. They said that Dean and I are divas. Deanvas?
Deanva.
You have any? You lost?
No, I'm here. Can you ask me a question or?
Yeah, I got you. Can you name like an economic policy of Trump's that you like?
Well, supposedly he's gonna give everyone $2,000 from the Trump tariff stimulus.
Yeah. Dude, by the way, the Secretary of the Treasury went on the news today and said, well, this $2,000 can come back to you in many, many ways. Maybe one of the ways it could come back to you is through the no tax on tips that Donald Trump already passed under the big, beautiful bill. It's not going to do shit, bro. All right, give it a rest. Give it a rest.
You think you're going to get a $2,000 check? Remember when we were getting Trump supporters saying that they were going to get like a $7K check from Doge?
Yeah, bro, for real. Dude, he's just a liar, man. Oh, you know some other bullshit economic policy he's been going for recently? 50-year loans, okay? On average, a 50-year loan for, I think it's like a $500,000 house will reduce your monthly payments by $200, but will increase the total price of the house, including the additional interest from the additional 20 years, by close to $400,000.
I will say that the Doge stimulus that never hit my bank account has me kind of down, but no, I'm looking forward to the tariff stimmy.
The Doge stimulus never hit your bank account. Did you expect something to come to your bank account through the Doge stimulus?
Of course not.
Okay,
No.
so of course not. Really, I doubt. I guarantee if we had this conversation, like literally in fucking January, you would have said that bullshit. You know, I'm right.
I mean, I don't trust Elon.
You totally thought you were getting a stimulus check from the from Doge, and now you think you're getting it from the tariffs. You're not going to get it from either.
So he's gonna lie every time.
And also, by the way, you're the one who pays the tariff.
Yeah, I know. Wait, so you think he lies every single time? I mean, one of the times.
Hey, dude, you know what? You know what's crazy? You voted to increase your own taxes to give tax breaks to millionaires and billionaires and to people who make over $400,000 a year. Like, genuinely, that's what you just did. You voted to increase your taxes to then give tax breaks to millionaires and billionaires.
Well, what if I'm a millionaire?
Like that's tough, dude. That's rough.
I'm sorry, buddy. You just don't have that millionaire mentality.
Yeah, what if I am?
Hate to break it to you.
What if I'm born into it?
You're not that guy, pal.
So I'm not rich.
You're not that guy, pal.
I'm broke, guys. So I'll take your tariff stimmy if you can send it to me when it comes.
Dude, we're not gonna get a tariff stimmy.
So you think he lies every single time? Like one time it was gonna come true.
Yes, dude. He's a pathological liar. You think that guy tells the truth?
Didn't I already give you evidence that he was lying about this when I brought up how the Secretary of the Treasury went on the news today in answer to a question from a reporter surrounding that $2,000 stimmy? And he was like, well, maybe it won't exactly be a check. It could come to the average American in many ways, like no tax on tips through the big, beautiful bill that Trump already passed.
So it's equivalent to a stimulus.
Right.
Wow,
now you're going to start playing the mind games yourself. Now you're going to start playing the mind games yourself. That's right.
Wait, does every American get their money through tips?
Oh, wait. If you're a millionaire, you should give me $100K.
Well, it's my family's rich, not me.
Oh, so you're not a millionaire?
Well, I can inherit. I can loan the money out or something, but
so then give me 100 racks.
Loan? You don't have the money yourself?
100 racks?
No, I'm not gonna send you 100K, Dean.
You're not a millionaire.
Why not? So 200K?
He makes like 300,000 a year already.
I'm sorry, buddy. I actually don't make 300,000. I make 300.
I'm sure you make more.
Yeah, dude. I actually made 10 trillion last year, dude.
No, you didn't.
No way. I made 11 trillion.
That's actually classified information, Dean. You are not supposed to say that. Stephanie, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much for the tariff stimulus. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Tegan, thank you so much. Really appreciate the dollar. Thank you.
So you guys act when you call Trump a liar, you act like Biden isn't the same.
I definitely don't think he was.
So when he lies about, having better
Yeah, you can't even
policies
think of a
towards
lie.
Palestine, what?
You can't even think of a lie. Jesus Christ.
On Israel, everything connected to Israel, he lies about.
What did he lie about connected to Israel?
He was gonna cut down the funding and whatnot.
Did he even? I don't think he pledged that. Can you show me where he pledged that?
I mean, I can look for it.
Yeah, dude, if he pledged that, right, like I would have liked him a lot more than I did, right? And
But
I
he
don't think
didn't
pledged
act
that.
on it.
Could you just show me where he pledged that?
Will it sign me off if I go on my
No,
if I
we'll
switch
sign you off,
tabs?
so you
Or?
can pause. Yo, Caesar, thank you for the $10 over on Venmo. Appreciate you for the $10. Caesar says President Dean and Vice President Parker. Honestly, I think that Parker would be better as a president. I'd probably be better as a vice president.
That's diabolical.
I feel like Parker's a little bit more presidential than
Dean,
me.
your ego would not allow that.
I don't have an ego, my friend. I'm
It's bigger
the
than Parker.
humblest man alive. No one is more humble than me. Fucking check yourself. I'm sorry, I gotta stop the rich man.
Sorry, Parker's more humble. I have to just admit.
Not everyone says that.
That's likely true. Like, I don't think I got a big ego, but I will say still yet I think Parker's a little bit more humble than me.
I don't even know how you quantify that, bro.
I don't know, dude. You're like low-key like one of like the kindest guys I've ever met.
Bro, I don't like this glazing, bro. This is crazy.
Bro, dude, yeah, we got Curtis Leewood over here. No, but it's a fact, man.
I mean, even from my perspective, I could say Parker's like kinder.
No, definitely.
No, but Dean is more aggressive in.
I need
he
to
can make a
ramp up
stronger
the
point.
meanness, the rudeness. Okay, chat.
No, Dean
This
can
is
make more
unacceptable.
aggressive, stronger, solid points, but Parker's like more compassionate.
Okay, I got to ramp up the lower the. Okay. All right. What are we doing right now? What can we debate? Bro, I don't know how to respond to this. I've lost the ability to do it. I don't know.
Trump supporters being nice to you. You never heard of it. Dean, did I hurt your feelings?
What?
Did I hear your feelings? You look sad.
I'm looking at my computer screen.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, how about this? Can you name an actual, genuine basis for why you support Trump that isn't bullshit?
It really does come down to his party, maybe not him, supports conservative values. That's it.
Dude, can we like get another?
Which
droid
are
up
what?
here? I feel like this
Yeah.
guy's like, we kind
It's okay. Family values, religion is important. People on the left hate religion.
You said that you weren't religious. You silly.
No.
Well, you said that you weren't Christian.
I said I wasn't Christian, but I think religion is important. But the left hates religion.
Wait.
So are you
Religion is
religious?
important, but you're not religious?
Oh, it's possible that you could be
No.
another religion. So are you another religion?
I'm a monotheist.
So you're a monotheist. So
What,
so like
what
what's your religion?
monotheist religion do you believe in?
The point is, religion is
What
hated on
religion?
the left.
What religion?
What monotheistic religion do you believe in?
Yeah.
I could be Jewish. I could be anything.
No, you can't. You could only
Wait, so
be
do you
like
believe
one
in
at
an
a
Abrahamic
time.
God?
But why does that matter, though?
It
Do you believe in the
matters
Abrahamic
a lot
notion
for the
of God?
conversation.
Can we stick to the topic where
This is
religion is
relative
hated
to
on
the
the left?
topic. You have about 10 seconds to answer before we go on to the next person.
Yeah.
All right, take care, guys. Bye bye.
Take care. Wait, did you
Bye-bye.
just deny Christ on the stream? That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
denied
I'm not a
Christ.
Christian, so
Oh, okay. Are you Muslim?
Wait. Say Prophet Muhammad.
what is that?
Just say Prophet Muhammad.
Prophet Muhammad.
Okay, he's not Islamic.
What does that even mean?
Because I thought that individuals that follow Islam like have to say peace be upon him whenever they say like Prophet Muhammad. And he didn't say it, so I don't think that he's
So maybe
Muslim.
I'm Jewish.
So, are you Jewish?
No, I'm not.
Why are you doing this? Why can't you
Can
just
I
tell
just
us?
not be monotheist? Like, you don't have to ascribe to
You
something.
could just tell us that. Just say
That's
you
what I
don't hold
said.
to
You
a.
guys were.
No,
You were putting me down to something.
You just said that you weren't going to tell us. You could,
Okay,
you
can
could
we
be
s- okay, can we just
monotheistic,
go
but
back?
without believing in one of the Abrahamic religions. We're just trying to see.
Okay. So why is religion hated so much on the left, though?
Push the galaxy. We don't necessarily hate religion as a whole and every interpretation of it. We hate extremist interpretations of religion that people utilize to enforce upon others, specifically what they should do.
I actually like love good Christians. I'm like so infatuated with like an understanding and interpretation of Christian theology that's like actually beneficial for society. I love it, dude. I have so many like good Christian homies.
You don't love good Jews and Muslims and
the same thing would be true for any religion.
Yeah.
If you take if someone's Jewish and they take a progressive approach, that's great. If someone's Muslim and they take a progressive approach, that's great. I disagree with the religious beliefs, the theological beliefs, but I think it's great.
So
that they have a progressive
to
approach.
be progressive for you to. They have to be progressive
for
you
to
be
ideologically align with them. Yeah.
Yes, somebody does like have to like think that oppression is bad in order for me to be fine with
Wait,
their beliefs.
What? So they have to be liberal followers of the religion. They can't just be traditional followers.
Yeah, fundamentalist followers of religions, I typically do not like.
So you mean like Orthodox when you say fundamentalist?
Yeah, like small O Orthodox, yes.
So that discounts like billions of people on Earth then.
Okay.
So you don't like those people.
Well, I don't like their beliefs.
And also, are you really prescribing that like people within all these different countries take those particular interpretations? In all,
I mean, most people are Orthodox of their belief system, yeah.
But like, I don't think people typically take those interpretations.
Just the traditional or interpretation.
Wait, I have a question. Like, what's wrong about that? Why is that wrong to do?
Because you're discounting billions of humans.
And why is that wrong? Why is that wrong to discount the harmful beliefs of quote unquote billions of humans?
But how is their beliefs harmful though?
Oh, okay. So you just reject that they're harmful.
Well, you're just stating they're harmful without.
Well, I mean, I think at that point, I think that just becomes like a totally different debate, right? And I'm not running the live. This is Parker's show, so if Parker wants to have that debate, by all means we can. But it is definitely so totally different than why does somebody support Trump as president. Yo, Maria, thank you so much for the $10 over on Vimeo, who says, love the live, keep these fuckers mad. Thank you so much, Maria. And Sarah, thank you so much for the 80. I still can't speak, bro. That's crazy. Thank you so much for the $80 over on Venmo, Sarah. Thank you so much for the love. That is fucking nuts. Thank you so much. Sarah with the $80 says, thank you for using your privilege to fight for women in marginalized communities. Thank you so much for your kindness. All the love in my heart to you. Thank you so much. Please, chat, show some love to Sarah down below for that incredibly generous donation. And then Shayna, thank you for the $2 on PayPal. Danielle with the $10 over on PayPal. Katie with the $10 on Venmo says for Dick Cheney passing on election day. And then Caesar with the $10 too.
Mary, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $15. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Give me some W's from Mary in the comment section. Katie, thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Kayla, thank you for the $2 as well. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. And Cara, thank you so much for the $10. He said, happy birthday to Alicia. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, Dean Withers accepted someone. Okay. Yo, what's up,
Hello,
Howdy?
do you support Trump?
Okay. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Like 70% of the time, that profile picture is like a fetus. I'm going to be totally honest. Like 70% of the time. Yo, what's up, Paladin?
Yeah, 48.
Do you support Donald Trump?
I do. I'm not I wouldn't say I'm MAGA out, though. I would say that at this moment, I support stuff he's doing. I'm not like diehard, wear red hats, run around the street. Like, I'm not that, but I am saying that I am definitely not left. I'm independent center.
So if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Oh, Donald Trump. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I mean, when someone asks somebody a question of what will you do to fix the economy, and you tell me how you're from a neighborhood where people water their grass, I can't really get behind you. Like, it was a simple, direct question. Like, can you imagine if Donald Trump answered that question like that? What kind of a pushback that journalist would have gave?
Sorry. I think this is a misrepresentation of what she specifically responded with. Would you like to provide us
Really?
the particular clip that you're referencing?
Yeah, the one she said on every single
Because
appearance.
I can give you a million different clips of Donald Trump specifically, like not directly responding to questions, like literally going and blabbing incoherently. I can also
Now,
point to the fact that he specifically has said that windmills are causing whales to die and never seen before. He said that if Jesus were the vote counter, right, on election day in California, that he would have won the vote in California, right? He's
I get
actually
that. He says a
delusional.
lot of crazy stuff. I understand that. But at the same time, we have to be honest. Like I see you guys debate a lot. Like I really used to like to watch you and Charlie debate because he was able to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a professional debater like he was and stuff, you know. But like I'm saying that sometimes you guys are disingenuous. Like
How so?
I don't care what stats you run. Like you know as a fact, for instance, that the filibuster takes 60 votes. You know that this wasn't a continuing appropriation bill. This was a continuing resolution bill. You have videos of the same Democrats that shut the government down for healthcare right now saying that you never shut the government down for policy on a continuing resolution. You know, like so you know that, but you won't call that out. You'll sit there and say, "Oh no, Donald Trump bad." You know, you won't say that. They
So
care so much
true.
about our healthcare that Obama created this policy that's so expensive that people can't afford it. But yet you'll call it a Republican healthcare crisis. The Republicans didn't even want to pass the bill to begin with.
Okay, so
So
the ACA didn't make healthcare expensive in this country.
oh,
Healthcare
it
was
didn't.
already expensive in this
Really?
country. The ACA makes it less expensive specifically for people
For who?
because it provides subsidies for people specifically to be able to reduce their premiums, reduce the cost of healthcare for themselves, right? For plenty and for millions of Americans. Okay, I just want to make that clear.
Now, when you can't
I think
though,
that should be
right?
extended to every single American in this country. I believe in a universal healthcare system.
I'm just going to say a few things. Here's my thing. I get that, but I did my friend's taxes, a lot of them, when they didn't have insurance, and they had to pay $850 out of their taxes because they couldn't afford to still pay for the insurance that they had to get, and yet and still they got taxed, their tax money taken. Trump ended that, but see, there were certain things but it's just sometimes like you guys are good debaters, man. Like I'm not knocking you guys. I respect your hustle. You know, I get it, but it's like there's a lot of things I hear, man, and it's like people just skip over. Like you guys,
You're
like
saying
everyone's
that in
going.
order to get these systems, you have to tax. No one's disputing that, but we're saying that the tax imposed specifically in terms of a cost upon the average American will be less than what exists specifically in terms of our private healthcare model right now. Because right now, costs are insane. Costs are inflated.
That's
And
true.
countries around
That
the
is
world spend half as much per individual as we do in this country, yet they have better average health outcomes. So I think that we should take a different approach than to what we've currently been doing and what we've historically done. And I think that would be better for the average American. And especially because the fact that there are over 130 million Americans that have medical debt and many are struggling with it, right? And we can point to the fact
and that's
that...
true.
Go ahead.
Those are all great points, bro. But this wasn't for that. This was to keep the lights on. And we all know that the reason why this was done was because Chuck Schumer was under pressure from AOC and that side of your party that was pissed off. And Chuck Schumer's afraid that AOC's coming for his seat because anybody with eyes can see she is coming for
As
his
she
seat.
should. As she should.
And, you know, and she also made the quiet part out loud when she said that there's younger voters now and basically telling the Democrats to kick rocks, that they're done with being in power. So, you know, but there's just some things like I hear you guys say, and it's like it's like there's true, but and you know what, Charlie used to do it too, and I used to say that about him too. Like there's nuances that all you guys leave out. It's like
What nuance
it's
do we
like you
leave out
guys.
specifically?
Well, I'm sorry, I have ADHD, so I really did have a lot planned in my head. So just bear with me, please. I'm not trying to be a what's the word? I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm trying to like real. I really.
You're okay. Don't worry.
I'm not, like I said, I don't dislike you guys. It's just that sometimes, like, for instance, like I respected you, Dean, when Charlie passed, and you were very upset, and you know you said your stuff to your. I know I did, even though for years you guys called him all kinds of crazy names.
I'm gonna be like so fucking through with you, okay? Right? So like the reason why I was upset, and this has become more clear to me as time has moved on, is because I was terrified that that could happen to me. And one of my biggest regrets, right? Like in like my whole streaming career was the reaction that I gave to Charlie Kirk's passing on live. I think that we should just give it a break, stop talking about it, right? Like, it's a regret of mine. I think I misstepped, did a lot of like weird shit. And on top
Why
of that,
would
like,
you
it's
say
just like,
that? You regret that you felt compassion for somebody who was unalive in front of their 3-year-old kid?
I regret crying on live because of how fucking terrified I was that could happen to me. That then led to like millions of people on the right being like, oh, got it. So now Dean loves the rapist. Now Dean could be a conservative and, you know, hate the poor too. And then like a bunch of people on
Okay,
the left being,
here's an example.
well,
You
he's
just-
actually just like a Nazi sympathizer, dude.
You gave a good
Like
example.
I hear these things like every single day, dude. Literally just the other day, I had some leftists like walk up to me in person and call me a Nazi fucking sympathizer for that. Just the other day, I
Okay,
had
so
somebody
what?
on the
So-
right
so
come up
that's
to me
what
and
I'm
be
trying to say.
like,
Why would you
listen,
stand up
listen,
for people like that?
I'm a traditional conservative, and you know, like I probably hate poor people, but dude, I love you because of the reaction that you gave. Like, I'm just like, bro, like, holy shit, I just think it's time we move on.
No,
Like,
but Dean, what
I
I'm
hate to be
saying
that
is,
guy, you
why
know, like
would you
let's
wanna
focus
be-
on the current, right?
I
Charlie
got you.
Kirk was a podcaster. I disagree with political violence, but bro, come on.
He
I
was
think-
a
I
little
thi- I
more than a
think-
podcaster, bro.
I
See what I'm
completely
saying?
disagree with political violence, but like I think there's more like pressing things to be talking about today, right? Like the 10 million Americans that lost health care, the 42 million Americans that have gone without food stamps, or the continuing lies that the right and Trump have perpetuated about the
See?
basis of inflation in this country, saying that we already have affordability predicated on the lie that Walmart's meal costs less. Let's talk about other things, man.
They all lie, bro. Come on. Let's be honest, right? They all lie. Trump lies. I mean, listen, I wish Trump. The thing is, I noticed about this second time around, the first time around, he really couldn't keep his mouth shut. So you guys knew every step of the way what he was doing. This time around, he learned to keep his mouth shut and just do it. You know? But my thing is like, it is true. If that guy, all right, for instance, right? The National Guard in Washington, right? The residents there are happy. They're like, yo, we can walk down the street again. Like, we cannot have to worry about. So you guys are happy. They're like, yo, we can walk down the street again. Like, we cannot have to worry about. Now
Security, right? That there's actually significantly less individuals going outside because they're kind of scared of the National Guard. Plus, like, I even talked to a lot of the National Guard members that were down there, and I was like, well, like, you can't make arrests. You're not law enforcement, so what are you here to do? And they were like, just kind of walk around. Like, they're not actually doing anything because they can't do it.
Right, they're a deterrent.
Deterrent for what?
Bro, I don't see. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know. I'm from
The most
Newark,
they
New
could do is
Jersey.
call the cops if they see a
Listen,
crime.
I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I lived in Brooklyn. I've lived in some of the worst neighborhoods, dude. And I don't know, man. Like, there's some bad stuff that goes on. And obviously the mayors aren't doing anything about it, and neither are the police. So if that's not happening,
He wants
What-
you
what
want a
do you-
constant police
No,
like
I don't.
force that
No,
just
I
goes
don't.
around and not even actually can operate as a police, just can call police.
I don't. I don't want a military state. No, I don't. I don't like that he's doing that. I'm not a fan of that at all.
Okay, so why did you just bring that up as a point you like him
he
for?
has a right to do that because what I'm trying to say is like no matter what he does, if he cured cancer, y'all would be like, who is he to do that? It's my body if I want to unalive. It's like people just hate him. They can give him no credit. I just seen CNBC who hates NBC hates the Republicans.
See,
Obviously,
why do conservatives just make up like random scenarios that aren't even real just to get mad about, like of what conservatives would think? I mean, what liberals would think. Like it's actually nuts. It's actually nuts. Like you just made up a whole new scenario, a whole new thing that didn't even happen of a random liberal that you just got mad at that no one even said.
Obama ordered Dijon mustard on a hamburger, and Fox News lost their shit for 3 weeks. Donald Trump rapes Eugene Carroll, and Fox News supports
now
him
see,
the next
there we
president.
go, right there. First of all, the judge in the case said clearly no grape happened here.
No,
and
actually,
yet,
the judge clarified. In fact, the judge clarified that it was rape.
Really?
Yes.
So it was. So if it was great, then how come all these networks, because of calling him that, had to pay all that money for defamation of
Actually not
character?
true. Actually not true. There was not a single news network that was held liable for calling him a rapist and then forced to give him money. You're talking about ABC News, who settled with him outside of court because they didn't want to expose their internal dialogues for calling him a rape. Internal dialogues in discovery period. By the way, ABC is spineless for that. But E. Jean Carroll actually did win a countersuit because she called him a rapist on live
Yeah,
TV.
but E. Jean
He
Carroll
countersued
also
her,
said
and then
27
she
other
won.
people did that to her.
Name
she won.
7 of them.
The guy's a billionaire playboy at the
Wait.
time.
You just said
Why
that
would
she's
you
accused.
have to do that?
Wait. You just said that she's accused 27 people. Name 3.
I don't know the other ones.
Okay.
I just know that she's made accusations.
Now there are over 26 different people that have accused Donald Trump of sexual misconduct. Now, do you think every single one of them are lying?
Do I think they're all lying? I don't know.
Every single one. Yeah, is lying.
Maybe not. He was a billionaire
Maybe
playboy.
not. Okay,
for
so
a long
then
time
if there's
of
at
his
least
life.
one of them telling the truth, then you would say that's enough reason
But
to
we
not
don't
support
know
him, right?
that because it didn't go
What do you
through
mean you
a
don't
court
know
of
that?
law.
What is the probability of every single one of them lying? I think this is one of the best pieces of evidence because
Okay,
it indicates
you're
that
right.
based upon like a
That's true.
99% likelihood of this being true, that Donald Trump
So-
is guilty because at least one of these cases would indicate that he was guilty.
Yeah, but
and if there's
you know you
26
can't
plus
do
different
that,
people that have
bro.
indicated this, the likelihood of them all lying is incredibly false. Again, given that there's literally no particular indication that people are like coordinated in any particular way in terms of the accusations.
And what about
Specifically,
the
that would
victim?
be meaningful enough to specifically suggest like some sort of collusion.
Okay, do you hold that same
haven't-
evidence then? Hold on. Do you
Why
hold that
haven't
same
20?
standard?
Why haven't 26 women accused Biden of rape? Why haven't
His own
26
daughter
women
accused him of getting in the
accused
shower with
Bill
her.
Clinton of rape? Why haven't 26 women accused any other man, billionaire or broke, that we'd point towards as a good person of rape?
Well, I don't know. Or if they did, would they even announce it? I mean, Fox News maybe would. Newsmax maybe. There's 2 news stations that are conservative, and the rest are all
Wait,
definitely
what are
left.
they? What are they?
CNN and Newsmax and Sky News.
Wait, you
I
think
think
CNN's conservative?
I think no. Hell no.
Isn't that what you just said?
No, I said there's only 2 news stations
You
that are
accidentally said
conservative.
you
Fox.
accidentally said CNN.
Oh, did I meant to say Fox and Sky News? I'm sorry if I said CNN on
Fox
accident.
and Sky News now?
No, Sky News. Yeah, they're definitely.
So what about Newsmax? What about Newsmax?
And Newsmax. Those 3 are the ones I
Newsmax, so
know
3?
of.
What about the New York Post?
Yeah.
Okay, one newspaper, and then you have against the Washington Post, the New York Times, the Atlantic, the Guardian. I mean, I can go on. I mean, they say what is it like 75% or something or more of the media
what about
is registered
OAN?
Democrat.
Wait, what about OAN?
I don't know. I don't watch them. I don't know.
You're also only talking about legacy news, right? The largest news platform that's not legacy, right? It's larger than legacy would be X. Who's X owned by?
Well, X is owned by Elon Musk right now.
Right.
Well, that's another thing I'm against. Elon Musk getting $1 trillion is going to be crazy.
Dude, that's fucking nuts. I'm so
That's
glad
insane.
we can agree on that. Dude, that is so insane.
And listen,
can we agree here that trillionaires shouldn't exist?
Yeah, can we agree?
Like, I think
we can agree on that.
I think it gets to a point, right? Like, why
I mean,
does
it
someone
gets
need
to
access
first of all,
to
I
$1 trillion?
think Elon Musk is like a bro. A lot of the left, and like I said, not you guys. I mean, I know a lot of guys accuse you of this.
A lot of the left.
A lot of guys accuse you of this, and I'll be honest with you. I have watched some of y'all debates. I haven't watched enough time, but I'm not going to judge what other people say. People speak in anger, and then they try to say it was wrong for you guys to say about someone else. I'm not getting into all that.
Oh
my thing is, huh? No, I'm saying that. I don't care what other people think about you.
Trump just
guys
pardoned
particularly.
Rudy Giuliani and John Eastman.
That's
Did he?
fucking nuts. I just got that text too.
You know what's nuts?
Wait, I'm sorry. What do you defend that? Do you defend him pardoning Rudy Giuliani?
No, just like I didn't respect Biden or his auto pen pardoning his son, not just for the
By the
petty
way,
stuff
he
got in
pardoned
trouble
alternate
for.
electors. By the way, that's what he's
But let me
specifically going
finish.
after. He's going after people that were involved in his conspiracies, right? You know what's crazy?
Yeah, but like, how
he's
could
probably
you
going to have the same
justify-
people try to do it again.
But how could you justify, right?
Actually, I
Listen,
can't
how
make a
could
claim
you
like that. I don't know, but
justify?
like that's just a crazy thing to do.
How can you justify, like Obama, for instance, getting on stage and saying that Trump is weaponizing the Justice Department?
Okay,
when
listen,
they
I'm gonna
literally
Parker.
hold on.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
head
finish.
off. No, I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna head off so I can make a video about this. I really appreciate you so much for letting me up tonight.
Of course, man. It was good having you on.
Can I
Again.
finish talking?
Yeah,
One of you
everybody
guys.
watching, I love you guys. All right,
Hey,
thank you so much.
you're
Love
sick,
you
right?
guys.
You
Bye.
said.
Yeah, he's
Hope
sick.
you feel better, bro.
Thanks, man.
Hope you feel better, seriously. But seriously, what I'm saying is, like, the hypocrisy on both sides is just crazy to me.
Let's talk about this.
Do you
position.
agree with me on that?
I agree. There's hypocrisy
Like-
on both sides. Sure. Like I don't know what the point is we're getting from that. Like
Because what I'm
do we
saying
get
is, I
from you
just watched
acknowledging that
Obama
there
give a
is
speech
hypocrisy
the
on
other
both sides
day.
here?
Because I just watched Obama give a speech the other day talking about Trump is weaponizing the Justice Department after literally since 2016. I've watched them come after him on false claim
What do you
after
mean
false
them?
claim
Who?
after
On what
false
position?
claim.
On what position?
The
What was
Russia
false?
collusion.
Wait, that's an investigation. They have the right to investigate, right?
Right. Did they have the right to spy on his campaign and come up with a false dossier?
So you're saying that they committed some sort of criminal offense? Is that what you're arguing?
That's what they're searching into, isn't it?
Wait, okay, so then what investigation has led to the conclusion that that's true?
They're investigating it right now, and we will know.
So they're currently investigating it. They haven't identified that. So why'd you
Well,
claim it
actually,
was
they
true?
did identify the Steele dossier as being false.
No, but was that created by Democrats? Right?
Yes.
Specifically, which Democrats?
It was the Dirty 50. It was the Senate, the ones that voted for it, and who was it that came up with it? Wasn't it like Adam Schiff and them that came up with it?
Okay, so like, are you saying because a few Democrats did that, that'd be representative of the entire party? Say that you indicated that to
No,
be true.
it's
even
like
from your own
cops,
perspective.
right? Like, you know how people will say, no, but there's good cops. Yeah, but are they good cops if they watch what the bad cops are doing and they just sit back and shut up about it? So if these other Democrats can't
if
control
cops
or reel in their
are
own
specifically
party,
like allowing other cops to commit crime, yes, they're doing something wrong in that
right?
circumstance.
And
I'm
if you're
confused what you're saying
allowing your
there.
party
No.
to do that, you're doing something wrong.
Okay, so then, so you're saying if there is someone in our party doing this, then we're held accountable for that. Okay, so there's the KKK, a part of the Republican Party. They also have the January 6th violent rioters who beat police officers.
Well, the KKK
right?
is part
So
of the Democratic Party. Let's get it
no,
right.
that's actually a part of the Republican Party. They voted for Trump. Who do you think they voted for, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
It does.
Who do they vote for? Answer the question.
I'm sure they voted for Trump.
Oh, okay. So then why are you making that argument? They're on your side, so you're held accountable, right?
No.
Oh, okay. So then just because they're on
But
your
they're
side
not
doesn't mean
in
you're
public office.
So just because they're on your side doesn't mean you're held
I'm
accountable,
talking
right?
about people elected in office. I'm talking about other congressmen. I'm talking about other senators. I'm talking about people who are elected that are allowing it to go on, not regular everyday Democrats. What power do you really have besides your voice?
So the state senators that were involved specifically in the Republican group chat that were talking about like literally gas chambers and were using
Well, there were
slurs,
no senators
right?
in there.
There were state senators.
So-
Yes, there were. A state senator from
No, there
pretty
wasn't.
sure Maine.
There were. Well, then if that was the case, he should. Well, then he should be in trouble the same way. Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay,
then
those
again,
are Republicans. That's a Republican. So
at
then
the
you said
same
that's
time-
representative of the entire party, right?
no, it's representative of those people, right? But that's
it was
not
Vermont.
public
Actually,
policy.
I apologize. I
Again,
remember it was Vermont. I'm wrong. It was not Maine. It was Vermont.
That's not public policy, though, man. That didn't lead to taxpayers funding a 3-year investigation. You guys, well, not you guys. but
Wait. You understand that Donald Trump called for investigations on Hillary Clinton and called for her specifically to be imprisoned and under indictment?
What Trump did was
He ran on Lock Her Up. Do you
campaign
remember that? Do you
Right.
remember that?
He did that, and guess what? When he got in, he never went after her.
Oh, okay.
He never went out. Matter of fact, he stood up
So
for
he
her
does-
daughter at the wedding.
So then he doesn't even
come
uphold
on.
what he says he's gonna do. So he's just
It was-
all talk and no game.
He did what all normal politicians do. He's not a politician.
Oh,
he did
okay,
that.
So then
but
why
they
are you
actually went
acting like
after
he's
him.
so great
Why
if it
are
is the
you
case that
not
he just does
condemning-
exactly
why
what
are you
normal
not
politicians
condemning
do?
The Democrats.
Wait, if he does
for
exactly
going
what
after
normal
him.
politicians do, then why do you accept him?
Why are you? I said he's doing things different though.
Oh, and well,
Like
I thought you just
when
said it was
you
just
can't
like the
put-
common Democrat or just like the common politician. Sorry.
Yeah, when you talk about campaigning, but actually he's doing everything he campaigned on.
Oh, really? You
Except
just
for
said
the
he didn't do what he
e-file.
campaigned on. Okay, so I have a
Except for the
question.
e-files.
Oh, so he didn't do the Epstein files. Did he lower grocery prices? Did he lower gas prices?
Gas prices are extremely low. They're $2.48 in Kentucky.
No, gas prices are actually still more expensive since Trump got in office.
Really? Because they're
Yes.
$2.48 in Kentucky, $2.78
No, if you look at
here
the
in
national
Delaware.
average, it's up since Trump got in office in January.
That's so not true.
It is true.
All right. Okay. Like I said, like I know you have all your stuff there. I'm not even. I'm doing this in front of
My
out of
stuff
my
there,
mind.
I'm not.
So.
I don't have anything. I'm literally just off the top of my head. That's what I was responding.
Yeah,
I'm
but
also
you do
elevated.
This,
I'm literally elevated,
constantly.
dude. I'm elevated right now. I'm off of a few blinkers, bro.
Oh, those blinkers are good, huh? I actually want to buy them. Do they really work? Be honest, they really work?
Of course they work. They work amazing, incredible, fantastic
Good.
for me. Not everyone, health risks involved.
Yeah, but for instance, like, why do you guys why isn't that people, and you guys do it too? Why is it that people call out the Democrats for they'll call out the Republicans? The Republicans do it too. It's like, for instance, let me give the prime example I can give. I'm not a great speaker like you, but I'll say it like this. When Obama, and then this is something I'm calling the Republicans out on. When Obama tried to push a Supreme Court justice in, and it was an election year, the Democrats blocked it, right? I mean, the Republicans blocked it, right?
Well,
But when Trump went to do it, right when Obama was leaving office, he went to put in the Supreme Court justice. That was his
and they
attorney
didn't
general.
let him do it because
Right,
it was
exactly.
they considered him a lame duck president, and then literally Trump
Right.
within even a
Let
shorter
me get
period of
into it.
time
Let
was
me
able
build
to do
it.
it.
I know this is against the Republicans. I'm telling you what I'm
It's
saying.
because
I get it. Listen.
Wait, so your own party is insane, and now you're defending that?
No, I'm saying that the Democrats said that they wouldn't let the Democrats do it, right? And then the Republicans did it, and the Democrats were mad they did it, right? And they'll do the same thing. The Democrats will do something that the Republicans say they're not supposed to do. The Republicans will do something.
It was in a lesser period of time. So the one that was being hypocritical was specifically the Republicans, not the Democrats there.
In that part, yes. That's why I'm calling them out.
So
I
can
just
you
said
give
I'm
me any
calling out the Republicans.
Okay, all right.
The
I don't know why
Democrats?
you brought that up if it was worse.
The Democrats are. I mean, the Democrats are. Look at what the Democrats just did with the shutdown. I can show you a video right now. I don't really know how to do that, but I can show you the video. I'm sure you've seen it of them asking Hakeem Jeffries, "Well, you keep calling it a Republican shutdown, but here you guys go." And here's Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi.
Well, actually, Trump has literally said in the past that the government shutdown and them not getting together specifically was a fault of the president. So
He
Trump,
did say that.
Blame him. Yeah, blame him.
He did say that. But this was a spiteful thing, bro. And they were willing to let people start.
It was Republicans. It was Republicans that specifically wanted Democrats to conform. They weren't even engaging in negotiation.
Why? Because you don't negotiate in a clean resolution. It came out of the Democrats' own mouth.
Oh my God! I left this on the screen the whole time. Oh my gosh.
Hakeem Jeffries, literally, there's nothing on the screen besides why do you support Trump?
It was on YouTube. It was on YouTube.
Oh, sorry. Like literally, like the Hakeem Jeffries' face was priceless because this was not like Fox News. This was like CNBC or MSNBC, and they hate. You know how much they hate Trump, and they called him out, and like even he said like you never shut the government down on a continuing resolution. That's not there to pass and negotiate policies. And when the Republicans in 2013 tried to do the same thing the Democrats just did, they would not negotiate until the Republicans opened the government. Then they negotiated. So they know the game, bro. They know that they weren't supposed to do this.
The last time this happened was in 2018 under the Trump
No,
administration.
not the shutdown.
Under Trump, there's been 2 different government shutdowns.
Not the shutdown. I'm talking about a situation with like where the Republicans did what the Democrats just did, where they knew they were
shutdown.
Right, but they shut it down during a continuing resolution for.
Okay, so then it was a shutdown. What was the last shutdown? It was under the Trump administration. There have been 2 shutdowns under the Trump administration. You can't even point.
And there was one under Obama, and there was one under Obama.
Biden? Was there one under Biden?
No, there wasn't. But Biden, come on, bro. If you don't know by now, Biden was always a centrist, dude. He was always, there's videos of him right up until he got elected saying they don't support gay marriage, they don't support this.
That's something I critique specifically of Democrats at the time. Now, they specifically, when in getting into office, specifically did uphold gay marriage, right, and established it in the context of the law, but they ran against it. Yeah, and that's a critique that I posit against Democrats historically. You act like I don't critique my own party.
No, I know you do.
Republicans in 2016 were saying that they don't support gay marriage.
Do you think most of the Democratic Party does what you do? Because most of them live in an echo chamber.
Do I think most of the Democratic Party does what I do? And what?
Where you're honest, where you say that you go, where you'll put your party in your place.
I do think most Democrats are honest. Yeah.
You think that most Democrats go against their leadership?
I said most Democrats are honest. Like I'm talking about people.
Well, listen. I have no problem with liberals. I have no problem with like Bill Maher liberals that are classic liberals, free speech. Do what you want as an adult. All that stuff. I'm okay with that. But when you start going too far to the left and trying to play,
what's too far to the left? Tell me.
Too far to the left is when you start trying to control the words that come out of my mouth.
Like Trump?
Or Trump doesn't control it. Come on.
Yeah, he does.
Bro.
Yeah, he literally said, one, if he could make TikTok 100% MAGA, he would. Secondly, he specifically literally passed an executive order saying that they're going to put people in prison for a year for burning the American flag, which is a violation of the First Amendment because that's symbolic.
Did he do it?
There's been that. Yes, he passed that executive order. There's also been.
Did he do it though? Did he arrest anybody for it?
You understand? He passed the law. It'd be unconstitutional specifically.
Not a law.
That.
It's a piece of toilet paper. It's not a law.
Okay, so then why would he do it? You understand that's still specifically going to be a violation, right?
Well, I think a lot of times he does stuff to troll you guys. I really do, which is stupid and immature.
So you think it's okay for him to be trolling with your First Amendment right?
Do you think it's okay for people to try to bankrupt his whole family, try to put him away for 700 years, try to take his life twice, call him and compare him to Mustache Man and fascists for years?
That was JD Vance. That was actually JD Vance. JD Vance.
He said it one time. He said it one time. Stop it.
JD Vance did that.
Stop it. He said it one time.
That was actually from your vice president, right? Actually, your vice president
it's like
was the
you
one
guys
comparing him to Hitler. So if you're saying that like people specifically who do that should be held accountable by the law, well then JD Vance must
I didn't say
also
anyone
get
should be
that.
held accountable by the law. We have free speech. I'm saying
wait,
that
if you believe in,
doing that is
Wait,
foul.
you believe in free speech? Okay, then here's my question then. If you believe in free speech, then how do you feel about the fact that Donald Trump's administration has been violating people's free speech? Specifically, Mahmoud Khalil was detained for over 100 days without due process for saying free Palestine. That is a violation of free speech.
If you're here on a visa, and wait a minute, just remember one thing. Not everything is extended to everybody. You are on a green card. Your green card could be taken at any time.
Wait, I'm sorry. For freedom of speech?
No, you're literally.
Oh, okay. So freedom of speech. So then, if it's not based upon you're going to take someone's freedom of speech because of that. Well, then explain to me why you think it's justified for the Trump administration to do that after you just paraded about how you believe in free speech.
Like I just said, the guy's not even a citizen of this country.
A legal permanent resident?
Yeah, but
you don't think that legal permanent residents have free speech?
If he's on a green card, yeah, they have free speech.
Legal permanent resident.
Do I think that was too far. I think it was a little overreaching. I'm not going to lie. That was overreaching.
Okay.
But,
that was overreaching. Not gonna lie. Wait, can you give me one example? Give me one example. Right now, give me one example of Democrats engaging a specific policy to restrict your free speech.
To restrict your free speech?
Yes.
How about pressuring social media companies to censor conservatives or to push down things?
That's not using the law. That's just saying that they should specifically not particular.
No, now see what you're doing? Come on, bro.
Wait. I'm sorry. There was no legal consequence.
Mark Zuckerberg's office.
Wait, if there's no legal consequence, that's not.
He literally said he felt like he had no choice but to do it.
Wait, that could be for various reasons, even social influences. That's not specifically only because of the Biden administration. The Biden administration did not impose any particular legal enforcement for any of these things. The Biden administration telling them that they should take down COVID misinformation to save lives is totally within their rights. That is not violating free speech because it is not legally enforcing. You're not listening. It is not legally enforcing a restriction on their speech. It is just saying that they should not do something. Saying something is within your rights as an American citizen. That's their free speech.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the government's not supposed to pressure a private company onto what to and to not censor.
Wait, to say something is totally okay. That's actually within their rights. Totally okay. That's literally just Biden and people in the administration saying these things that they believe, right? That's
So
within their rights to
don't
do
know
that.
what
That's free
intimidation is,
speech.
I guess, huh?
What?
You don't know what intimidation is, huh?
There
Because
was no
Mark Zuckerberg
intimidation.
said he
If there
was
was
in
no
fear.
enforcement, there's no intimidation. What fear was he in? Please tell me. Get a grip, dude. You think Mark Zuckerberg was in fear
He
of
said,
any? You think he was in fear for his life or something? Get a
no,
grip,
no,
dude.
no, 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 not his life, bro. Come on, I didn't say anything about his life. You think people just fear their life? What about their business? What about being the IRS auditing you when you know you may not have your books to
Auditing
be
you for
perfect?
like crimes that are not paying your taxes or something?
Yeah, but you're not getting what I'm saying.
You have that
They're
risk
not doing
regardless.
it.
I'm sorry, you have that
But,
risk regardless.
yeah, but they're doing it because you're not getting what I'm saying. It's like me coming to your store in the old days, and I'm a gangster in New York where I used
The
to live. And I'm
IRS
coming to
can
the
audit
store.
you at any point in time. You know
Yeah,
that,
I
right?
know.
That's
But
how the
listen, that's like
IRS
me coming to you and
operates.
saying, hey, listen, that's like me coming to you saying, listen, you need to pay us. We're a protection agency in this neighborhood. And,
Yes, I'm sorry. You have to
otherwise
pay your
windows are
taxes. I'm
going to get
sorry.
broken.
Do you not want to pay taxes or something? Is it like you have an issue with paying taxes? Are you
Well,
really comparing the federal government and collecting taxes to the mafia?
no, I'm saying that they should be doing the audit because it's time to audit. They shouldn't be using the
I
audit as
agree
a
with
way
doing
to get them to
audits.
suppress somebody's something. That's my point.
Wait, can you give
And
me
you
a
know
source that
what
they
I'm
did that?
trying
Give me
to
a source
say.
that they did that. Give me a single
It's
media source that reported
Zuckerberg
on
said
that.
it literally in
Zuckerberg
Congress.
did not say that they enforced that at all. That's ridiculous.
No, I
Give
didn't
me a
say
single source.
important. Using something as intimidation is not
No, give me
enforcing
any
it.
evidence that they used something as intimidation. He never claimed a use of intimidation. That would have been said by every conservative
What?
content creator
They
if
did
that were
say
true.
it.
Give me a single article that indicates that to be true. Because that would be the Republican talking point from the fucking top of skyscrapers, on Fox News, on Newsmax, on every fucking media
They were
source, on
saying
Twitter,
it the whole
everywhere
time.
around social media, if that were actually true.
Come
That's
on,
not
bro.
actually
They've been
true.
saying it the whole time.
What are you talking about? No, they haven't.
That conservatives were being censored from social media during the Biden era. That the
Yeah,
White
that was
House
a
was
claim, but the
every day
specific one you're
calling
making is
them.
not true.
Every single day they said that. What I'm trying to get at is you're acting like
They
I'm
weren't
saying they
censored.
went
Those
in
were
there.
claims that were false.
But what I'm trying to tell you is intimidation is like saying
There was no evidence
coming
of
in there.
intimidation. I'll
First
give
of
you
all,
time to
coming
find a
in as
source.
FB,
Wait, pause.
sending
I'll give you time to find a source. If you're going to keep claiming this over and over again, I'll give you time to find a
the
source.
the Congress case.
What Congress
What he
case?
said when he spoke in front of the committee, and he said that the FBI came to his office and told him that it was Russian misinformation and he was not to put it up. Or
Wait. They did not say that he couldn't do it.
They don't
A
recommend.
recommendation is totally within their rights.
But you're not getting what I'm saying, man.
I'm sorry. You don't think that people in the government can recommend things? I'm sorry. It's within their free speech to recommend things. That's not restricting your fucking legal right to say things or do things.
I'm gonna use a movie reference. You ever see Snatch?
What
I
is
know
this
you've
guy
seen
saying?
Snatch. I'm gonna use a movie reference. You ever see Snatch?
No.
Remember when they went to get the car? You never see Snatch with Brad Pitt, and then when Jason Statham,
No.
with the diamond. Well, anyway, he brings a really, really huge, like 6'5", 300-pound dude with him, right? And they give him a caravan that's broke. And when he gets out the car, he tells him, "Well, nobody brings a guy that big without trying to say something." You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't come there with the FBI into this man's office if you're not saying something. You don't have to say it to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like saying,
what are you talking about, dude? There was no legal
oh my God,
enforcement.
have you lived real life?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There was no legal enforcement. I'm 23 years old. Have you lived
Do you have
life?
do you have life experience?
Yes, I'm living right now. I've experienced dealing with
so
your dumbass.
do you understand? If I was to come to your house right now, right, and I came with some scary looking dudes to your house, right, just to talk to you, and they're standing there looking at you all crazy, right? And I'm telling you, listen, this is what you're gonna do.
If I'm a leader of a fucking social media company,
let me finish.
right, and I'm Mark Zuckerberg, and the federal government comes to me, and they don't give me any type of enforcement mechanism, I would not feel obligated specifically to uphold that by a restriction of my freedom of speech.
You have no life experience. What I'm saying is, if I came to your house and I was like, look, you could do what you want, man, you know that. But I recommend you don't say this anymore on your live, because it could not. Things could get bad from doing it. You shouldn't do that. You have free speech. You do what you want. And you got these two guys in the back looking at you, like knowing that if you do it without being spoken,